ooga boo.
Ooga boo. Do I sound sick? I'm not sick, I swear. I'm not sick.
I mean, you didn't go around Haley, so you didn't get COVID. I'm not fucking
sick. I do not have COVID. One, I can still taste.
No, Haley cannot.
No, Haley cannot. She sounds like the fucking lady from SpongeBob.
Chocolate. No, she doesn't.
She did.
She did.
When I was talking to her when she had COVID, she
that was like exactly that was like the first or second day she had it. I've talked to her recently, and she does not sound like that anymore.
This is just a normal seasonal cold, which is pissing me the fuck off because my mother and my sister had this cold for the better part of a week, if not two. And I made it very clear to them: if they get me sick, I don't care. I'm still going to work.
No, honestly, you're not sick enough. You're not, like, dying. If you were, like...
I'm in the fucking phlegm stage now, where, like, every cough is just fucking bassy.
Besides that, how are you guys doing? Because we have a bunch of shit. So we're looking at the Bat computer. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We just thought it was a cool background to use.
As most of our podcasts.
Yeah, because most of the shit we talk about.
I mean, on a slight unrelated note, I've been playing a fuck ton of Arkham Knight.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing you play that because it will pop up on Discord occasionally when you're playing it.
Oh no, it's bad now because literally as my morning and night routine, like before and after I go to work, I play through the entire Red Hood DLC. Just like a little pick-me-up.
I'm still waiting for that, what was the game that we talked about that was like a new... It was something about like... It was something about like the sidekicks.
Oh, Gotham Knights. Yeah, like, oh...
I'm waiting for that to come out, because that's going to be fun.
Yeah, because apparently Batman fucking died. And now it's just...
Batman died? But what about Batman? Well, Prep died. He didn't die.
I still find it a little incredulous that Batman would die when literally in the Arkham games you get hit by anyone and it's just a slap. Just,
my wrist. Life has been going on recently. You got done with college. I don't think, has anybody in our in our immediate friend group in college?
I got done with college. You finished off your depression.
Yep. Is anybody in our, No, Dustin
is still in college. Ethan's still in college.
Yeah, but Ethan, I mean, our immediate group. People we talk to. Between, me, you, Haley, Dustin, my girlfriend, Teresa.
So the Payday Gang versus the Payless Gang.
Yeah. The Payday Gang, which includes, Quinn and occasionally Antonio, and then the Payless Gang, where half of us are under the age of 20.
Hey, fuck you. I'm 21.
No, that's what I mean. But Ethan, Zombie, Zach, and Haley aren't 21 yet.
Yeah.
Neither is Dustin. I think me, you. No, Mike isn't. Is Mike 21?
I'm gonna beat Dustin's ass.
Why?
I'm gonna beat his ass. You wanna know why?
What do you do
this fucker's going to work on Mike's birthday party.
Motherfucker!
I'm sitting here like, bitch. I have work.
He works every fucking Saturday.
I have work on that too. I have work there that day too. But guess what, bitch? I'm still going.
Yeah, but you go in the morning because you have an overnight job.
Yeah, exactly.
He don't got that.
I can go and still get this fucking bread. What's your excuse?
Lazy. That's his excuse. No, but genuine aside from us shit talking our friends, we love them very much. It's just God fucking damn it. Why can't your jobs be nice?
Just God damn it, Male Melina from Mortal Kombat.
Shut up. Fucking. But besides that, I'm going back to college because that's something that I.
Motherfucker.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know what I want you to do. I'm lonely.
You're lonely besides when we do podcasts and D&D, and during D&D you fucking hate me.
Yes, and it's perfect because whenever I'm by myself, the voices get loud.
They get loud for me too. It's kind of just how it works at this point.
Mind you, that is a joke. I am not mentally ill, at least no more than usual.
You being mentally ill is you having schizophrenia.
I'm not schizophrenic. My D&D character is. And it's
Yes.
not even schizophrenia. It's dissociative identity disorder.
It's multiple personality disorder.
It's Moon Knight, the disorder.
It's Moon Knight, but less chaotic and more
I swear
mechanic.
I swear to God, if we go further into the campaign and we have those fucking names where it's like, oh, someone the destroyer or something like that, right? And if literally my character's name, like say our group gets quote unquote famous in the D&D
I'm
world,
letting you guys pick that name.
it's
then.
just Schizo the Artificer.
We have Schizo the Artificer, Grease Monkey the Artificer. We have multiple personality the Eladrin. We have hide for cover. It's the Pale Elf.
Oh my God.
A vessel human, and oh God, is she an elf or a siren? That's it. That's the whole campaign. And then we have Finrich Rumbleman, the book enthusiast.
You know what I find funny? Originally, we thought I would be the scheduling problem when it comes to this D&D. And apart from that one day where I forgot we had D&D that day, I have not missed a campaign.
Between both of them, yeah.
Dustin, on the other hand.
Dustin also got a new job, and it's for a place that fucking sucks because they never hire enough people.
Oh,
and then they just overwork their employees.
Oh, to be fair, where I work, it's not much better, but it's not much worse.
Yeah.
Basically, what's been going on with my work is that
I've also applied to your work multiple times, and I haven't gotten anything back.
It makes no fucking sense. It actually makes no fucking.
We literally talked to Tanya, and
we still have on our fucking schedule. We still have a motherfucker who left. Like, just no 2-week notice, no nothing like that. This fucker disappeared from the face of the fucking earth for over 2 months, and his name is still on the schedule. Like he's expected to come to fucking work.
The problem is I've talked to like Pat and Tanya, and they're like, "Yeah, we can get you in," and I'm like, "When?" And they're like, "I don't know," and I'm like, "You don't know? Well, I guess I'm not being here anymore." But yeah, besides that, I'm going to college. A lot of other things that you're not going to get me away from this college. I can just tell you that right now because they have an esports arena that's the biggest in the East Coast.
God!
I'll go back to
Fucking
playing competitive video games. Called I'm gonna go play competitive whatever the fucking new
with
Call
this
of Duty
bullshit again.
I'm gonna go play competitive video games again.
Go touch grass.
Says you that literally said I do nothing but play Arkham Knight and go to work.
No, I don't. I did not say I literally do nothing but play Arkham Knight and go to work. I do some variety.
Play D&D.
Some D&D.
Some character that is only there to push the plot line of the story.
Okay.
And then we have, Rules Lawyer, the NPC.
Okay, at least...
We have Anime Object, the character. And we have Gaslight, the character. Along with Bread and Daddy Issues.
Okay, with how many times our characters get off track, at least my character is the one pushing things going.
So we have Leto, which is the canon, I'm going to push the story forward. We have Fontaine, the Rules Lawyer. We have Duke, the Gaslight NPC. Gaslight every NPC known to man. We have Denjin, the Anime Objects idiot.
Mind you, he's a necromancer.
We have Thulu, the one that can't dad for shit. We have Jack, which is Loaf of Bread, and then we have my character that is One Punch Man. You want to do something else?
What's funny is that he's not just a loaf of bread, he's a loaf of bread piloting his own skeleton like it's Pacific Rim.
He's a loaf of bread that sits in the fucking chest cavity of the
Oh
skeleton.
no, he sits in the fucking skull. He sits in the fucking skull of the skeleton. It's great. Because I guess the bread was half-baked, so it's all, like, doughy.
It's still yeast.
It's still yeasty. God damn it.
Yeastiest.
God.
Yep.
But, yeah, so you're heading over to Florida.
I'm going to college in Florida.
This guy is being the dad who went out to get milk, and we won't see him for, like, 2 years.
We won't see him at 3 to 4 months at a rip.
Christ.
You know what? When I have my degree, when I have a master's degree in fucking graphic arts or whatever it's going to be at this point, I'm also gonna go down there and buy a giant, not a giant warehouse, but I'm gonna like get a house that has a giant basement, and we're gonna turn it into a D&D basement, so everyone can just move down south and do D&D. How I'm going to feel about Haley's campaign, I don't fucking know, because Haley's
What
campaign
the fuck is Haley's campaign?
It's apparently
Like the
a
new
mix.
one.
Apparently a mix between Treasure Planet and and I was gonna say Pacific Rim, but that's not right.
Fuck yeah! No, that'd be fucking awesome.
No, it's a mix between like Treasure Planet and the Atlantis movies, I think.
So Treasure Planet, gotcha.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Treasure Planet incarnate.
I mean, I'm not against that.
I'm not
but, like,
against it either.
the whole. So it's like pseudo high tech environment. Shit, I know.
It's like Avengers Endgame. It's
Looks
like, it's like the Avengers saga.
Well, looks like I'm playing Artificer again.
The problem is, I think she changed it so where you pick like 3 classes you would want to play, and then you don't figure out which class you actually play until like later on, like past level like 10 or whatever.
Okay, cool. Artificer, Warforged, Monk.
No, Warforged isn't a class.
Oh fucking. No, it's a race.
You mean Warlock?
No, not Warlock.
You don't want to play a
So no, I got it. Artificer, Monk, who is a Warforged.
So your race is gonna be a Warforged. All right, Haley, start writing this shit down. That's what he's picked. He wants to be a Warforged, either monk or artificer.
I watched a music video, and a lot of the footage was from what was it, No Guns Life.
Yep.
So I looked up that anime. I watched that, and I was like, man, this is really fucking cool. Why do I want to have my character be a Warforged for the next session?
I haven't decided yet. I'm either gonna be a turtle or a panda.
This guy literally has a fucking the main character literally has a gun for a head.
Yep.
It's great. But yeah, so this campaign sounds interesting. I don't know if I'm going to be a part of it or not.
It's kind of just depending on where it goes from here.
1, depending on where it goes, and 2, depending on how we're still going to be doing it. Like, is it still going to be held?
Probably.
If it's still going to be held at like Haley's house, then probably.
Kind of just depends on how shit goes with Haley right now, because she's looking for a new job. Life sucks.
Hand of heard. Please. Like, seriously, it was so bad. It was so bad that fucking they had to call me in.
Oh Jesus.
They had to call me in on my day off, and I was more than happy to do so. I was more than happy.
It's extra bread, dog.
I was literally like, I've literally nothing better to do. It would either be stay up till 5 playing nothing but video games, playing nothing but Arkham Knight. It would be stay up till 5 playing nothing but Arkham Knight, or stay up until 5 getting fucking bread. And I wanted to get that bread, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But imagine if it's that bad that someone...
You have to call a new hire in.
No, not even just a new hire in. You have to call me in. I'm not the best over there.
I was gonna say, there's probably, like, not a lot more talented people than you, but there's definitely people that they could have called in or been like, oh yeah, we got like 3 people that know what they're doing. We're calling in Jeremiah. Why? I don't know.
No, because it's like, it was repack night, and originally it was supposed to be 3 people there. I'm not gonna name names, but one of them decided to call out. I'm guessing last minute, or sometime in the middle of the day, and I get called by one of the store managers.
Probably Pat.
No, Andy. Didn't we just say we're not naming names?
Well, I already said Pat, so I just assume it's Pat.
Well, one of the store managers called me.
I just assume it's him. I assume it's the person that's about your size but lanky.
He asked me the $1 million question, like, "Hey, someone called out. Can you please come in?" And yada yada yada. And I told him, "Sure, I bet I'll do it." And he was so, dude. The tonal shift of this man was ridiculous. Don't worry, it didn't break. Just a hinge. He went from like 0 to 60. He was fucking pumped. He was so happy.
He's like,
which,
yeah!
Which makes me believe that one, I was not the first person he called, but I was the first person that I said yes to.
100% they call me, I would have said yes. And I'm bringing Jeremiah. I would have told them, like, on the spot. It's like, if I come in, Gorg comes in.
If I come in, I'm bringing Gorg. Why? Because you need the fat man.
It's because you need both of us, or neither of us will get work done. That's kind of how it would be, because I would probably end up, like, actually bringing you to work if we worked together.
Well, what I find funny now is that, I don't know if they always did this, but, Hannaford, name dropping, shit. Anyway, but, the place I work, fucking, if you come in on a day you're not supposed to, like they call you in, god damn it, I'm not sick, I promise. Leave that.
I literally went near Haley when she had COVID, and I didn't get COVID from her. Your seasonal flu is not gonna fucking matter to me.
It's good to have a friend like you.
The one that has, like, the immune system of a fucking jaguar.
A chew. Anywho. What I was trying to say.
They give you shit if you come in, like, on your day off.
Yeah, they gave me a $7 coupon.
Dog, whenever I would work late at Hannaford, it would be terrible because I would end up working late until like 10 o'clock when normally like that's when stores close. I would end up working until like that time, and they're like, hey, since you worked late yesterday, here's this, and I would get like a free lunch thing where I could go and just pick something off the floor, and I'm like, bet, I'm just gonna take the chicken tenders that we got.
I mean, that's effectively what I got, because it's like $7. What's funny is...
$7 is the equivalent to, like, buying a drink and something from the store.
Yeah. What thing is, what's funny is, they also gave us in, like, doggy bags, effectively. God damn it. I'm dying. Anyway.
Sorry.
They gave us, effectively, in doggy bags, a water. Like, not a water bottle, not like the plastic water bottle, like just a bottle of water. Bottled water. I'm dying.
They
gave us 3, like, uber fun-sized candy bars. Like, I'm not talking about,
the king size?
No, like, I'm saying
like
fun size, like
ones?
the fucking squares. They gave us
like
3 of those.
Yeah.
3 of those per bag. They gave us a pack of peanut butter cracker sandwiches. And they gave us a $3 coupon. And we're all sitting here like, what the fuck are we gonna do with like $3? I'm like, oh, well, I'll just take $3 off my lunch then. Sweet. You know? And then it's like, to be mind you, this was for working through the entirety of the renovation. This is like their version of a, hey, thank you for working through the renovation. And then a day later, I get called in. And it's like, you got one of those vouchers waiting for you at my desk for being such an awesome dude calling in. Like that, and coming in, you know. Not calling in, Christ.
You call out and you get support for it. It's like, yeah, call out more. We want you to do this. We want to fire you.
Don't be here.
Don't be here. You're shit at your
Anyway,
job.
I go to his desk. I look at the fucking coupon. I'm like, $7. I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck is the amount I get for just coming in a day I'm not supposed to more
than working through a renovation? Yeah. No, that was like the only thing that I hated. I think I because I remember a bunch of the guys. Fucking, one of them was like, "Oh hey, are you gonna come back?" And I'm like, "If I'm not going back to college, I will," because.
Man, funny how that worked out.
Yeah, funny how that worked out. Now I'm gonna go move down south and go sing and do gigs with my older cousin. That's like in his 40s, but he still looks like he's 28. I get like he hit 50. He hit 50 like fucking this coming. He's gonna hit 50 like within the next couple years. Actually, no. I think 2 years ago he hit 50, but he looks like he's like mid 30s.
Fucking Tom Holland, fountain of youth looking ass.
Yeah, no, that is.
24, still looking like he just came out of the fucking womb.
He does not look like he came out of the womb, but you know, when you do gymnastics and, you know, have a Hollywood actor diet, yeah, I would apparently assume that you look fucking good. Have you seen Chris Hemsworth?
No, but this fucker, like, Tom Holland, this fucker looks like he just got out of fucking high school. He looks like he's yet to hit puberty and is like fucking... I like how I say that, and just as I say puberty, I voice crack. I'm not sick, anyway.
No, you just hit puberty. That's what this is. You're hitting puberty at 21.
Like, I don't think people understand. At the age of, like, what was it, 20?
Yeah.
20 or 19. One of those two. At 2016, in Captain America Civil War, this fucker played a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Or a 14-year-old, whatever the fuck. This kid literally played a character that was literally just going into high school.
And he's, like, just getting out of high school.
And he's, like, 20. He's just getting out of college.
I don't even think Tom Holland went to college, to be completely honest.
Why the fuck would you? You're Spider-Man. Who gives a shit?
Before that, he didn't know he was going to be Spider-Man. He just was on an interview one day, and he's like, oh, yeah, being Spider-Man would be really cool. Who's your favorite actress? Zendaya. And now he's fucking Zendaya. Because, you know, let's just give this man everything he fucking wanted, apparently. But it's dumb.
But anywho, enough talking about actors. Let's head back. Let's go back to being selfish and start talking about us again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a job. I'm not
poor anymore.
Well, I'm still poor. Made that very clear.
Doesn't your dad work for, like, the state?
He writes speeches, and he also does, like, information-based work, so he's like an analyst.
Yeah, he's a business analyst.
He's like a business analyst.
Yes, this is a business.
I am thoroughly convinced that he is essentially just Jack Ryan.
I am.
He is 100%. And I always say this whenever we're talking to, like, some of his friends and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, he's fucking Jack Ryan. Seriously, it all matches up. He used to be in the military. He's a fucking government analyst. He has a fucked up back. Everything. He is literally Jack Ryan. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
The only difference is that he's not Chad Stahelski. That last name is so impossible to say. Stahelski. Whatever the fuck. Yeah. The guy from Quiet. The dad from Quiet. Or Chris Pine. He's not one of those two.
He's not either of those. But he has like everything that lines up. He has
literally everything else that lines up with him being Jack Ryan. And I keep telling everyone this. My dad's just like, fucking... He went from shut the fuck up, it's so stupid, to like, alright, fuck it. Like, he just accepts it now. Yeah.
Your dad is, like, very accepting to, like, shit that you say about him, because you literally...
Papa Gorg.
Yeah, no, like, we started, like, I don't even know
This started at college. I know the exact moment this started. He was picking me up from the college, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, do you want to, like, come into the college, see the gaming room?
Yeah, because I think I was there.
Yeah, it's like, see the gaming room, see some of the people in the gaming room, even though it's, like, the late crew, which are all just fucking people that are... Which is all just fucking people that are, like, vegging out and just watching... Weirdly enough, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I remember that.
And my dad...
No, we weren't even, like, I don't even think we were watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think you, like, walked down and we were like, who's this?
Oh, and I was looking at him, I was like, it's Papa Gorg.
Yeah,
like,
you said that.
Like, the first thing that popped in my head was like, saying dad's not funny enough. It's Papa Gorg.
Yeah.
And my dad just looks at me, he's like, what the fuck? Papa Gorg? It's like, yeah, Gorg, Papa Gorg. This is my dad.
So yes, and then like it just transitioned into like, cause like I don't know, me being the oldest of the friend group, I talk to not everybody's parents because fuck, I don't care for some of the parents in the friend group. It's called these are my friends. If I have to talk to your parents because like we're going somewhere. I think we, like, planned to go to Mass or something,
We
dad.
We planned to go to Massachusetts for the Great Escape.
Yeah, for, like, 4th of July.
The one thing I wanted to do last time, but I couldn't because I had a fucking birthday party to go to.
Definitely, I want to see a weekend that we all have off. Cause
this weekend?
Not this weekend. Well, this coming weekend.
This coming weekend is going to be rough for me because...
Alright, everyone. Alright, if you're listening to the podcast, even though this will probably be uploaded in like the next 2 hours, We're going.
Even though this won't be uploaded until next weekend.
No, it's gonna get uploaded tonight because I'm gonna do. Spoiler for Haley's campaign. You might see the final boss. You might not. Yeah, I guess you're gonna figure it out at the end of the video if you watch all the way through.
Is this the final campaign? Like, is this the final?
Yeah, this is the final fight.
Man, she lied to me. She said that we'd fucking dig up the Colossi and shit. I guess we're not digging up the Colossi.
Might. The problem is that we still have like 2 sessions to go. So either she's going to cut it short and the next session that we do is going to be the last session, or we're going to have one more session after this next one where we try to find allies.
I'm still trying to figure out what that amulet that's in my inventory is for, because it's not bright.
I know it's not bright.
So I'm thinking to myself,
I have no clue what it is either.
That might just be one of those like fallen plot points.
You remember I have like this chrome thing
Don't worry
that I'm pointing at that you guys can't see. That's where I upload the videos. Also, because co-DM and just DM of 5 years, Haley asks for help occasionally, even though Haley's probably going to listen to this and then go, I don't ask for help, you just help. And I'm like, no, you literally stare at me and go, am I doing this right? Or she stares at Zach, which is like our token rule lawyer. Because
I'm just here. Yeah. I'm not even a co-DM at this point. I'm just fucking here.
Yeah, I feel bad about that because you were doing really well as a co-DM. It's just, god damn it, we need to like, I'm going to build the Overseer. Like, I'm going to build him as an actual character, as an actual NPC.
You could just Control-C, Control-V the fucking Scarlet King.
No, because the Overseer has a lot more shit I want to add. Like, the Overseer's immensely stronger than the Scarlet King. The only reason he's not actually written down is because, you know how hard it is to think of, like, ideas of what to call things? Even though I have a good idea on how shit works, it's just, what do I call it?
I tried to see how I could replicate the Overseer's fall for Leto, and I basically just came to the conclusion of, like, essentially, I get, when it comes to me going to any person who is, like, demonic, so
it's demonic or demonic heritage.
Demonic.
So it isn't like, I think it goes past demonic heritage. It can be demonic bloodline, because it works on tieflings, which are half human, half demon.
So anything like demonic essentially
is essentially
fair
heritage.
Is essentially fair game. So I was like, okay, cool. So the easiest way to do this would literally just be, when you're doing this against a demon, it is a +5 or plus.
No, so how it is
7 intimidation.
Not even like intimidation bonus. What it should be is that you do disadvantage towards like their wisdom save. On top of that, they get a -5. So they get a -5, meaning you have a +5 in intimidation. And you give them a -5 decrease on top of them rolling disadvantage. So it is really fucking difficult.
See, okay, after this, we need to start.
We will build the Overseer.
No, we're like not. Well, this is just some. I was talking about stuff for Leto.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. Like, if we build the Overseer, we can take bits and pieces and go, this is for Leto, but we're gonna weaken it because he's not the Overseer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for Leto. It was just keep it simple. Like, if it's a demon, if it's a person of demonic,
if it's a person of demonic heritage,
then it's just a +5. Yeah, it's just Leto has on his intimidation on +5.
You either get a +5 in intimidation or they roll with disadvantage. It's one of the two. It's kind of something where it's like, it's your preference. Do you want to risk them rolling 2 high rolls on disadvantage, or do you want to just naturally give yourself a bonus?
Probably naturally give myself a bonus, because if they're rolling, it's depending on how high their wisdom save would be.
Yeah, it's depending on the demon. So that's why I give you the suggestion. Do you want to just flat increase yourself, or do you want to?
We could do both.
Yeah, but both is for the Overseer. That's why.
Well, the Overseer could just make it higher.
The Overseer, and I'm gonna say this because there's physically no way, unless you're a demon of the 9th circle or his specific or his bloodline, he gets a minus. You get a -10 to wisdom saves
Jesus
on top of rolling disadvantage.
Christ, meaning it is impossible.
No, that's the point. It's supposed to be impossible for you to withstand this, unless for some reason you are of his heritage. Or you are a 9th circle of hell demon.
I still love that though.
You are above the 4th circle of hell.
I still love that though. Overseer just fucking tries to use it on Leto.
Leto's just
standing there like, I'm doing. It's like, holy shit, just fucking demonic royalty, bitch.
Yeah. So that's why it's really because I don't try to keep all the campaigns canonic towards each other, but if we were keeping all of like. Between my campaigns and Haley's campaigns, if we were trying to make them canonic
the only thing that glues
towards each other,
the only thing that glues the two campaigns together
is the Overseer.
Yeah,
because the Overseer is a multi-universal. I think of the Overseer like Zeno from Dragon Ball, where he's a multi-universal being.
He's the barkeep. He's having a
he's a multi-universal being.
Like, yeah, but like at face value, he's a fucking barkeep.
Yeah, at face value, he owns taverns.
He owns all the bars.
He doesn't own all of them. He just owns taverns. Period.
I know, it's funny though. It's just like it's still funny. Like, oh, we went to a different town. Let's go to the tavern.
The reason I say I want to build the Overseer is because I have an idea where the Overseer, because he brought Valcor to this new campaign that I built. He's going to be somewhere. Where? That's for you guys to find out.
Yeah.
Because you might not find out in this campaign.
You like jazz?
It's just gonna be
Valcor with a fucking saxophone.
Just fucking playing Yeah, that would be funny. Like, the Overseer just goes, you like jazz, and Valcor just jumps from the ceiling, start playing on a Barry sax, just like, yeah. But that's how this works.
As of recently.
Yes.
I managed to outdo myself when it comes to getting Mike a birthday present. My good friend, Michael Diploma, a birthday present. And so far, he has not figured out what it is. Good. So we're doing good.
Yep.
He got close. He got very fucking close, which scared me. At one point, he's like, I don't know, like, you told me you didn't order it online, but if you did, I think I know what it would be. It would be ZD Toys Mark 42. And I'm like, nah, it's not. I think I'm gonna fucking get you a ZD Toys figure, right?
Yeah, thanks, man.
I got him ZD Toys War Machine. So, you can imagine how quickly my fucking heart stopped hearing that, like, oh, you better say a different fucking name, motherfucker.
Nah, but, like, Mike has a lot of money, and, like, you like, just having a job and not having a shit ton of money is like, oh, yeah, ZD Toys aren't, like, they're not super expensive. They're not, like, Comic-Con
I still told him
toys,
like,
but
I still told Mike, like, this might be the only instance when I pay almost $50 for your birthday present. And he's like, Jesus, because he knows me and he knows, like, my ceiling is like 30 to 35.
I was gonna say your ceiling for, like, most things, depending on, like, what it is. Like, for us going to mass, it was like 50 at max.
Yeah.
Like, that's pushing it. Is like $50.
Yeah. So, and that's why he was so surprised.
This isn't because Gorg has no money. This is solely because Gorg is a Jew and he likes saving his money.
Man, damn! Outing all my secrets. No, it's actually because I'm just fucking poor.
I was trying to.
I have no pride. It's fine.
I was trying to help him out, and he just says piss off. I'm gonna tell him what it actually is.
Oh, because it's like, it's pick one. You're either poor and a good person, or have some form of money and you're a douchebag. And I'm not gonna be a douchebag.
You're not, though.
But yeah, so
you're just poor and have slight money.
Because it was an Amazon listing, it was $50. I'm just sitting here like, okay.
All right. I mean, you don't make terrible money from.
I don't make
work.
terrible money, but also you have to remember, it's not me being the only person that's spending my money.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Sorry.
That was hot.
Dog, you fried chicken in there? You
Fried-
it's loud as
loud
fuck.
as
I
fuck.
think that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I don't know why, but in my head I thought this was the last podcast because the way you made it sound, you were leaving for Florida fucking tomorrow.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. If it's the last podcast, I'm wearing my shorts. You get to deal with my fucking pasty
legs.
My pasty
This
fucking
is
legs.
This is why I call him cracker thighs, because he is white he has thick ass thighs because he is big boy.
People have not seen me effectively at all.
I think I'm one of the only people that have actually seen you in shorts.
I am essentially what would happen if you crossed Shaquille O'Neal with the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Think of somebody that's like Shaq's height. No, like short.
No, I'm shorter than that.
Yeah, you're shorter than 7 feet.
That's why I said you crossed him with the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Oh yeah, okay. So you get one of
he
the
lost a couple inches.
He lost like half a foot.
Oh God, I'm sounding like
death.
God, I'm sounding like Arkham City Joker. Just that was actually pretty funny. It's like the fucker's choking on his last laugh. Just
he's got blood coming out his nose.
I smell pennies.
Yeah, but no, that's like, yeah, no. How I made it sound, which nobody in the friend group besides you, I think besides like you, Bree, and Jess know that I'm heading to Florida. So now everybody's going to know, and that's kind of how I wanted to like leave it, where it was going to be in the podcast. Also, I was going to tell Haley and Dustin at D&D if we had it.
It's like, hey guys, guess what? Adrian's going to Florida.
I'm moving to Florida tomorrow. No.
See, I knew I should have brought my pasty thighs.
No, so I start college October 24th, and they have a online program where I can do, where I have 6 months from my start date to move down there and be on campus, or I could just do it all online. But my whole family is moving down there, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll move down there. I can get it done quicker if I move down there, because I can work full time and I can go to school full time and then work a part-time job and then not have to worry about bills. So it's kind of how, yeah.
I saw that slight glance you gave me as you're like talking about this. Like, can you fucking stop dying for like 3 seconds so I can explain my situation?
No, the situation is fine. I worry now that I'm telling people I'm moving to Florida.
And now it's time to tell them where I'm going. Now it's time to tell them where I'm going. Home. I am also going somewhere. Home. With my people.
The Jews.
No.
He's going to the Netherlands. He's going to Amsterdam, Netherlands. He's going back. He's going to Poland.
But no, fucking. I got nowhere to go. I got nowhere to be. I'm stuck in this fucking shithole town. I'm going to be for the rest of my life. Why? Because I know this town like the back of my hand.
Also because, this one that says, oh, I've walked past Moe's and never gone to Moe's.
Okay, I said I know this town. I didn't say I explored every aspect of this town.
You also don't drive, so it's hard for you to explore every aspect of this town.
Yeah, life isn't an RPG where you can just walk 3 miles and not want to die.
Dog, I thought it was an MMORPG. I used to, just walk from the high school to home. Or the middle school to home.
People think it's H1. I'm playing Arma.
Armageddon? Yeah. Armageddon your ass. Right in the
Armageddon?
crack.
Arma, give me those cheeks.
This is the Payday. We're playing a mix between Payday and Saints Row, meaning we always have to barter for money, but we can smack people with different things we find on the side of the road.
Like money.
We can smack people with the money that we stole.
It's like be me. It's like be me, a fucking police officer wearing 50 to 100 pounds worth of riot gear. Watch me get knocked the fuck out with a wad of $100 bills.
No, but it's pretty gross right now because we're trying to think of how we're gonna go about like the next 5 to 10 years of my life. I'm sitting
Look
here.
Look at you actually planning out your life like
an adult. The problem is the only thing I have planned out in my life is I'm going to go to college for the next 4 years and get my master's.
Get your master's.
I'm going to get my master's at 28. What am I going to do until I hit the spry age of 30? Fucking kill myself?
For 2 years? Hell yeah! Who do you mean?
Dog. No, so my college degree goes into like entrepreneurship, and the biggest thing, if you don't know what that is, it's just me starting my own business. The idea behind it is I'm going to move down south, tell all my friends I moved down south, buy a giant house because I have a really good paying job, and then you want to know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look at, this man called Gorg and go, Gorg, I paid for a plane ticket to move down here. You did what?
Bitch, you did what?
You have to get
At
on
that point, I'm going to be living at Mike's.
I don't care. No. I don't give a fuck. I'll pay for a plane. No, because Mike can pay for his own plane ticket. He's got money.
I'm not gonna fucking move from here. I don't think I would want to. It's just, I know everything that's here. I moved to Florida. I'm getting eaten by a fucking alligator. Like,
it's not what's gonna happen.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
That's wrong.
It's gonna be a fucking death roll, man.
Do you want to move to Texas?
No, I'll get shot.
You can go say hi to Adari.
That'd be one good thing to come from that trip.
Going to Texas and getting stoned with Adari, coming back.
If anyone can possibly get me.
I'm super concerned about Gavin hanging out with Adari because Gavin is a racist and Adari is black.
Don't worry. It won't be Adari that harvests Gavin's organs. It'll probably be one of Gavin's family members first.
I feel like it would.
If not, one of his fucking dogs that I keep hearing in the fucking background.
Yeah. I'm very concerned about Gavin's lifestyle. But at the same time, I'm not, because I don't care. He works at Homo Depot. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten fucked.
Jesus Christ.
That's what we all call it. That's what I say.
Go work at Lowe's. Fuck you, Sector. Lowe's is better. It's the same thing with fucking Dustin. It's just like, every time we come near him, it's just, O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Wow.
And it pisses him off because he's like, he's gotta rep the fucking crew, man.
He looks like Jake from State Farm.
It's fucking hilarious. I like how when we held a campaign at Antonio's house, he was wearing khakis and fucking a red button shirt. Yeah. And I'm just sitting here like, it's Jake from State Farm. Fuck you, Gorg. Fuck you. Yeah, and I just kept cracking jokes. I literally made this man change his fucking wardrobe.
Ever since that day, we have severely changed the friend group. Because no more Antonio. Well, not as much as he is now. He's here occasionally. He's here ever.
He's a lurker.
Yeah, he hides in the shadows because he's black.
Okay, do you mind? I'm not associated with this man currently.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. Whenever he is in his racist fits, like a 60-year-old.
You literally complained about Gavin being racist.
Yes, and here we are with you and your fucking.
I'm not wrong. He is the Cocoa Butter Man, and you are the Cracker Thighs.
I forgot about that name.
Yeah. He is Cocoa Butterman.
Mind you, that is a name that he consented to, so...
Yeah, no, that is not us, being racist towards him. He created that name.
Us, bitch! What do you mean, us? You made the name!
I did not make the name. He's like, think of a cool name. He's like, I have to think of a name that matches Gorg and you for having, weird white guy names. And he's like, I'm gonna be Cocoa Butterman. And I'm like, I guess. So now that's his name. He thought of that name. I also took the N-word pass from him, but we're not gonna get into that.
I have cracker thighs. I am named.
He also. I don't even know. It wasn't even me. It was one of the people in the game club called him Cocoa Butterman because he's pasty AF.
We must go We must go to the cave, the Cracker Cave.
Yep. That is how we came up with that, because you played a lot of Batman. Because, you know, that's why Batman...
Oh my god.
That's why Batman the
I've only just started playing a shitload of the Arkham series.
The problem is you played Batman before that.
Yes, I did, because it was free.
That's how you know he's
and I'm
poor.
poor.
That's how you know he's poor. He's talking about free shit. And even Pfeiffer can afford free.
Oh.
My heart goes out to that man.
God.
He would say that all the time in class. He's like, if it's free, Pfeiffer can afford free. And I'm like, dude, that is like a slogan that I live by now.
That
it's
is
like,
the best. That is second. That is probably one of the best things I've ever heard. Second only to the line, if you're gonna fuck up, get it out of the way fast.
If you're gonna fuck up, move out of my way.
No, if you're gonna fuck up, get it out of the way fast. Basically meaning like, just sweep it under the rug.
If you're gonna fuck up, don't do it. Get it out. Trust me. Shit, like, you didn't have Pfeiffer for wrestling, but the shit he would fucking say during wrestling, he would literally said, either take a knee or sit on your ass like a good boy. And I'm like, what the fuck? It was so dumb, because Pfeiffer was one of those guys where he looked at you, and if he had like an ounce of if you had like an ounce of being a toxic man, he would smack that shit out of you so fast.
Fucking drill sergeant.
He was the drill sergeant of wrestling. Also, it didn't help that, you know, we would go to wrestling and he would be playing AC/DC all day long. Like, that was the only shit we listened to. We listened to like AC/DC and Led Zeppelin. That's what we listened to.
Oh god, I love Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, no, that was like 100%. Is like seeing Tom Holland quote that.
You're just thinking to yourself, you're just thinking to yourself, wait, was he in our wrestling class?
Dude.
I never took wrestling because I don't.
You did JOTC though.
JOTC?
Yeah, JROTC.
Yeah, I did MCJROTC, and I still get flack for that from Dustin because he'll constantly say like,
Dog,
he'll
you were
constantly
a Minecraft
post,
character.
he'll constantly post like videos of like those guys in the MCJROTC. And if you don't know who those guys are, I'll explain. But he constantly posts videos and like shit like that. And he just puts under it.
And he tags you.
Yeah, he tags me, and he puts under it evil gorg, and I'm just sitting here like, this motherfucker. Like, and if you don't know what those guys are in MCJROTC, don't worry, I'll explain. I had to deal with a lot of those guys.
That would just sit there and not do PT.
No, I was the guy who would sit there and not do PT. Those guys were the ones that were like. You ever seen the video of, like, you're looking at a future, like, army soldier man or something like that? Like, that is those guys.
Oh, it just means, like, the really athletic fucks that...
Not even the really athletic fucks. Just the fucks that are, like, this is the military. This is the way this works. It's like, this is the military, even though it's a fucking high school elective. And I'm in a high school, and this isn't Iraq, but I'm going to treat it like it's Iraq.
It's funny because it's like for me, because even though like me and Gorg are pretty similar, like thought process wise, we had totally different lifestyles in fucking high school.
Oh yeah, no, it was great. To be fair, our high school was kind of like Camp Lejeune with poison water and all.
It was.
There's a hot take for you.
It was like going to high school was like going to Camp Laszlo. We had a shitty principal with teachers that would just bend to his whim.
Every year there was like, I swear you could tell the pattern. It was. Every year they tried to start it off with a bunch of really bullshit rules and new like stuff.
New things that you should know.
No, like a bunch of real new bullshit rules. Like, oh yeah, they made lunches 30 minutes long, but you're not allowed to use your phone ever unless you're in those lunches. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, cool. That's not gonna fucking last.
Me being a senior using my phone always.
Yeah, I saw that rule and I'm just thinking to myself, wow.
I think that's
like not
when
gonna fucking last.
That's not when I met you, but that's when I like knew who you were.
I literally counted the days of how long that rule lasted. Guess how fucking long that rule lasted?
Like 2 days.
It lasted a little bit longer. It lasted about a month, and then both the teachers, the general staff, and even the fucking principal gave up. Like, they just gave up. Like, no one said, okay, this rule's not in order anymore. You guys are still getting the 30-minute lunches, but you can be on your phones still, like, during advisory and stuff like that. No one said that. It was literally just unspoken at that point. Like, every now and then...
unspoken, you would just do it, and if you got in trouble, you got in trouble.
Every now and
then cool, whatever.
Every now and then, every now and then you would just run to the hall monitor who had a stick up their ass, and it was like, okay, you're not supposed to fucking be on your phone right now. Go.
There was literally one hall monitor that was that way. Because there was Nona, there was like 2 other hall monitors. One's a retired cop, and one's a retired army vet that didn't give a fuck.
Neither of them fucking cared.
And then Pfeiffer's wife just didn't care. And then there was one guy that would be there where he's like, you're not supposed to be on your phone. I was like, motherfucker, are you gonna stop me and the 7
Batman.
people behind me?
Fucking Batman.
Yeah, he was a
get off your phone! Fucking Circle just starts beating the shit out of you. fucking,
like, just beats the fuck out of a random fucking 15-year-old that just started high school this year.
Me in the school fight, and it just smash cuts to the fucking... Just you constantly playing triangle.
Dog, the problem is, like, I feel like if you got into a school fight, nobody would fight you. They would just look at you and go, I'm not sure if I'm going to hurt myself fighting you, or I'm actually going to hurt you.
I made it very clear to those who would want to try, and I basically told them, I was like, you seem like the type of person who wanted to fight me. And he's like, yeah, every now and then I thought about it, but then I looked at you, and I kind of rethought that, and I'm like, that's very smart, because if the fight was ever to go down, and we were saying this in a kind manner to one another, and like, that's very smart, because if you were ever to fight me, I would let you get the first hit in, and then I would just put you through a fucking wall. Because after that, like, that's the thing. I learned this. Let them get the first hit in, and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, because naturally, our parents, and I don't know how similar they are, but they seem similar enough. If we didn't throw the first punch, fucking kick that motherfucker's ass, because we're gonna enjoy bringing you out to whatever the fuck you want to go to if you school the motherfucker that fought you first.
And then it's like, did he start the fight? No. Did he finish it? I mean,
he's in a wall. I mean, there's a concave evidence in that locker.
There you go.
I mean, he's missing a couple teeth, and they're in the locker of this random kid.
Oh, God. I really...
I think I had one person that wanted to fight me through, like, my 4 years of high school, and then he saw me wrestle, and he's like,
fuck that.
Oh, yeah, you'll throw me over the shoulder, knock the wind out of me, and then pummel me to death.
It's like the scene from Undisputed where fucking Michael J. White's looking at Scott Adkins as he's fighting like 2 dudes, puts one in an arm lock, looking dead in the eyes of Michael J. White, fucking breaks his arm.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's great. I fucking hated high school. And middle school, like, people keep telling me, like, oh, high school was some of the best years of my life. Get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up.
High school was the best years of your life if you were a jock or you were really underappreciated where you didn't talk to anybody. That's when the high school...
If you didn't exist or you always existed, those were the times when
you were awesome. In the middle, no.
It
was hate.
You know, if you were in the middle,
that was like me. Yeah, that was like me. I was one of those guys that, like, I wasn't well known, but I was known enough not to fuck around and find out with. You were the same way.
You want to know how I spent like the last few days of each year of high school? Because we would have new lockers.
Yeah.
Each year, around the last day, I would pick a day where I basically pick until the end of the day, right? Where everyone's there, stuff like that, so that way no one would notice me, because I'm fucking unnoticeable when I kneel down, apparently. No one would notice me swinging my locker open and then punching the inside of my locker, so that way the dents that locker has accrued from me don't show. So, because, again, I fucking hated high school. I hated every moment of it because people were just awful. So my locker each year would accrue some new dents for me. And every year, at the end of it, I would just open the locker, see all the bulges, and just start punching the bulges.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I don't get fined. Because always in the back of my head, I'm like, I know they don't care, but I feel like, there's going to be that one person with a stick up their ass, see a dented up locker, and just be like, who was the last person that had this? Fucking track me down and make me pay like $300 that I don't have.
No, I think I've done like, yeah, no. There was me where I wasn't like known. It was more of like, I was one of the people that were known around the school, but it wasn't because I did a lot of sports, or it wasn't because I was like super popular.
No, you were just white.
No, it wasn't. Then why weren't you known?
Because I was.
You're pastier than me.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. You were white. Problem is, I was neon white. I was a fucking light bright.
Also, it doesn't help that you were in JRTC and you were literally camouflaged because you were a Minecraft personnel.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, it was so stupid. I enjoyed the first 2 years of MCJROTC because there was a sense of like, oh, we're actually like the people in your classroom. It's like, it was like kind of a family away from your family. You know, there was a nice little sense of camaraderie. And I know the more I talked,
Sergeant Major really wanted me to join JRTC because of like how physically fit I was, and I'm like, Sergeant Major, I'm going to like treat you with the utmost respect because I know what ranking you have.
I don't want to do this.
I didn't even give him an explanation. I'm just like, no. And when he tried to ask me why, I'm just like, I don't want to put people to shame if we ever had to do combat training. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I've done judo, karate, and I do wrestling at this very moment.
It's nice.
And he's like, yeah, you would probably put a majority of people to shame. I see why you don't want to join.
It's nice to sit next to a person and talk. It's nice to sit next to that person and then just to come to find out that this person could break your arm in 3 different places.
That was me if I went into JROTC, because then I'm always physically fit. I'm never like to that point of, because I always had to stay in shape for wrestling. If I wasn't flexible, I was going to literally pull something during judo and karate. And I was super agile because of wrestling. So I had like insane endurance. I could run PT in less than like 5 minutes. And it was dumb. And because originally Sergeant Major was originally Sergeant Major was like, oh, well, do you want to like test yourself in PT and everything? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do it. So like one day after school, Sergeant Major and I forget the woman's name. I can't remember.
Captain Nelson, I believe it was.
Probably. So it was
we just called them Sergeant Major and Captain because it was literally just that.
So I think Sergeant Major asked me to do PT up against Captain, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, this is gonna be fine. Captain had no clue what sports I was in. So she just saw me as some scrawny.
Like this guy's
she
playing
saw me.
Xbox.
No, she saw me as this scrawny, skinny boy that like just wanted to get into JRTC.
This guy
had no clue the conversation I had with Sergeant Major.
This guy's in a fucking Xbox lobby shouting racial slurs at Destiny 2 players. That's what he's doing. He's not fucking.
Honestly, she talked to me a little bit before we started the whole thing, and she asked me what I like to do as a hobby, and I'm like, oh, I video game, and she's like, in the back of her mind, she's like, oh, this is gonna be this is gonna be a cakewalk. I think I schooled her in like 4 out of 5 of the PT exercises, and she's like. She went up to Sergeant Major and she asked him, what does this kid do? And then he told her, and her eyes like went wide. No, she literally, I saw her badmouth Sergeant Major, and she's like, you fucking set me up, you asshole. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know what, like, he knew what he was getting her into, but she had no clue. It's kind of like that thing at Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games when you put the CPU on like expert and you have no clue what you just put yourself through.
You know that. Mind you, Sergeant Major, he was a fucking like.
He was built.
He was built like
he was a man.
He was the type of person that would radiate that energy that I can only describe as like.
He was
Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising, like that type of energy. Literally,
he resonated like when he walked through the halls. If you got into a fight, you gonna stop that shit real quick.
I was like every now and then, whenever he would do PT or something like that, I was legit waiting for him to just start saying "nano machine son" and start fucking beating the shit out of like one of the cadets bad mouthing him.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think I saw a couple like different PTs during like
don't fuck with this senator.
Oh no, like I think I saw a couple people doing PT like while I did marching band and shit, and
I was probably one of them.
Maybe I don't know. Possibly. I don't entirely remember. That's that's 7 years ago for me.
Did you see a fat pasty nerd who wanted to kill himself at that point?
I probably saw you a couple times.
Yeah, did you see a fat pasty nerd who wanted to kill himself at that point?
Probably. I can't really remember, but that's besides the point. Because when I was doing marching band, I think this is what tipped off Sergeant Major. Because I think it was my junior year when I did that against Captain. And that was like after me doing 3 years of wrestling, me doing karate, and me doing judo. Where I'm like, yeah, I think I'm like physically fit. In marching band, I had a bass drum that can only be named as Save a Soul. Because you're gonna want to save a soul after this motherfucker carries it. Because it's that fucking big. Imagine. So...
It's a fucking war drum.
So I'm like 5'8", 5'9". Imagine half that height, me putting it on my chest, and walking.
It's one of those.
And walking like 4 miles with that shit.
It's one of
that
those
was me.
Fucking drums.
So if you don't know, if you're not from upstate New York, or you don't know what Schenectady looks like, the Schenectady parade is like 3 miles.
The fact that
I walked that, and I was the only bass drum to finish it. After that Schenectady parade, I got questions from like my fellow guy.
Steroids?
No, I got questions. So I got questions from like the fellow like drum line and the rest of the people in the marching band, where they're like, "Hey, do you think you could do that again?" I'm like, "I probably could do that like 2 or 3 more times," and their jaw fucking dropped. They're like, "What kind of fucking shit are you on?" And I'm like,
I am legitimately surprised that your spine isn't just made of sand at this point. Like,
I don't really know at this point.
Because I've seen those drums. I've lifted those drums. Those drums are not easy.
So, last weekend was homecoming. I told them, so I asked them about doing the alumni show for homecoming, yada, whatever. Didn't want to do it. Had to be up at 7 a.m. Didn't fucking care.
Fuck that.
I didn't want to do it. I did it once. I might do it again. Who fucking knows?
I don't care enough to wake up at 7.
Besides that, when they talked to me about it, I told them I will only come back if you give me Save a Soul, because that is the only drum I will use. They said Save a Soul broke, so they don't have it anymore, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. They're like, you're not gonna do it because you don't have the drum, and I'm like, yep. Until you find a drum that's equivalent to Save a Soul, I'm not doing alumni show.
This is bullshit.
And they got so mad at me.
Yeah, with every fucking right.
Yeah, good. I won't fucking do it without my drum.
It's like,
motherfucker, I'm the only guy that you've seen under 6 foot being able to carry that bitch 4+ miles.
This is the equivalent. This is literally the equivalent. Like, they have every right to be mad at you, because
I don't care.
Imagine this scrawny motherfucker walking to you saying that I won't work with you unless I get the most difficult to carry instrument in the entire band. You don't have that instrument because it broke, and he just doesn't work with you. You're gonna be fucking pissed because everyone else doesn't want to use that instrument. For all we know, it was broken for a fucking reason. Probably because someone smashed it.
Yeah. I actually don't know the reason why Save a Soul broke. I just know that it was out of commission. I have no clue if it's permanently broken or it was just, or the fucking bass drum head popped on it. Because it did have a dent in it from me when I dropped it. But the problem is, it had a dent in it. Like, it didn't have a tear, but it had a dent in it. Mind you, I pounded on that shit loud enough for you to hear it from like a mile away. And it never broke my 3 years of marching band, so I'm afraid somebody just went bang and it went.
It just exploded.
It exploded.
It just fucking exploded in front of them.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent.
I do enjoy these podcasts where we can just talk about like our life and how
you turn a
been.
marching band drum into a fucking IED. How the fuck, dude?
The problem is
you didn't even do anything to it. You just fucking hit it hard enough, and someone who was unlucky enough to hit it just the right way exploded.
Mind you, I was playing stuff that had triplets in it. So if you're not musically inclined and you don't know what a triplet is,
like me,
a triplet is you're hitting the drum 3 times in quick succession. There's a song called "The Race" that we would play at like football games, which you might have heard, you might have not. I mean, JROTC was there, but you were probably never like high enough in JROTC that you were like there.
I would never want to be there to begin with.
Yeah, but you never probably cared to get that high in JROTC to actually
literally
hold the flag
literally,
for the national anthem.
I think I made it to sergeant, and before I made it to sergeant, I lost my want to fucking go on. I literally just decided that this is my literally the same year that I said this is my last year at MCJROTC was the same year I made it to sergeant, and I was like, okay, cool, I made it to sergeant, done.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure I still have. I wasn't supposed to keep them. I'm pretty sure I still have my fucking rank insignias, my chipped rank insignias that I would always get yelled at for because they were chipped.
Was it your fault?
No, they came to me chipped, but it's like just put Sharpie on it. Just put Sharpie on it. I'm just sitting here like no.
It's gonna be chipped because you fucking gave it to me this way.
Yeah, it's gonna be chipped because you gave it to me. I'm not gonna
waste my time and make it look good if you gave it to me shitty. So, but besides that, The Race is a song that we play naturally, and it's the bass drummers always doing the thing, and the song starts out like super slow. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it gets to a part where the whole percussion line will look at one specific bass drum, and it was either me or my albino friend McWhinney.
Oh, the White Walker.
They would look at us and go, all right, which one do you want to play it? And I'm like, I'll play it. I know how to do it. And they're like, this is your first year on bass drum, and you know how to play it? Mind you, McWhinney taught it to me. I pick up shit super fucking fast. He's taught it to me twice.
You were trained by the fucking White Walker.
Yep. I was trained to play a bass drum solo by my friend, and from then on, we say it all the time because he has a very hard time fathoming how I picked up on it that well. There was one game where he was supposed to play it, but he got sick. Like, he was just down with the flu or whatever, so he didn't come. So
wait, so you would say that he would be
down with the sickness?
Yes, he was down with the sickness. He didn't show up. So our one of our snare guys that was like the leader of the percussion line, he asked which bass drum knew how to play it, and my friend Kat didn't know how to play it. Paige didn't know how to play it because she was a freshman, and the other bass drum and McWhinney wasn't there, and there was only 4 of us. So Steven looked at me and he's like, "Can you play it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can play it." He's like, "Are you sure you can play it? You've never played it before." I'm like, "McWhinney taught me how to play it," and he's like, "If Bagel taught you how to play it?"
Bagel.
Yeah, that's his name, and it's a name from our English friend, so that's why we call it that.
Boy looks like an English. Boy is the complexion of an English muffin, yet you call him Bagel.
No, he doesn't have the complexity of an English muffin. He actually has the complexity of before a burnt lobster. Because if he gets sunburned, he's literally going to look like you boiled a lobster. It's terrible.
That's fucking great.
No, it's because he's so pale.
Mr. Squidward.
He has been sent to the hospital because McWhinney, I'm sorry that I'm giving away all your secrets. Don't flame me in the comments. It's all right.
Yes,
he probably won't watch.
Yes, because he's
anyways.
watching your podcast.
He does. I don't think he knows I have a podcast.
Yeah.
I think I've said it to a couple people in like a Destiny Discord, but they don't watch it. I don't think they watch it anyways.
Who the fuck would?
If you watch it, all your father asses can go suck my dick because you all suck at Destiny.
Well, that's good to know. Congratulations. I don't play Destiny.
I know you don't, but you watch
I don't
me
care
and
enough
Quinn
to.
play Destiny occasionally.
I don't care enough to play Destiny because right now Destiny's at a point where it's just like if you're new, good luck catching up.
Yeah, if you're new, there's so much shit to do. Even if like I took a break for a little while, and I'm just now catching up 2 seasons after everything. But besides that, he taught it to me, and we ended up playing it, and it was like a weird song where it had a double. I think it had double triplet or just a fast double in it, and I played it, and they were like, I'm surprised you know how to play that. Like, how many times did he teach it to you? I'm like, oh, he never taught it to me. I just watched him play it. They're like, you learned a complicated fucking part off of watching it? I'm like, yeah, I learned a Japanese song in 3 days. They're like, what kind of metahuman are you? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm white. What metahuman do you want me to be?
Bitch, I'm Taskmaster.
Yeah, I'm Taskmaster. But you want to know the one person that I can never question is Gorg, because he's like Deadpool. Gorg is Deadpool to my Taskmaster. I never know. He's so fucking sporadic. I never know what he's going to fucking say next, unless we're on the same wavelength.
Who you call it schizophrenic? We got 2 different voices.
You're like your holiday special, man.
Full of bad choices.
God.
Yeah. Because we're an ERB. Like, literally, if we did a whole podcast trying to figure out how many ERBs we know by heart, this would be like a 4-hour podcast.
Me at 5 a.m. getting out of work saying hi to chat. How are you saying hi to chat? I'm finding the most cursed gif I can possibly fucking find.
I've seen this when I wake up at 8. Where it's
you wake up at like 8, you check Discord. Oh, new notification from Gorg. I wonder what it is. It's just a really fucking deep fried gif of Jetstream Sam smiling at you.
I wonder if I called Haley if she would actually pick up.
Be my guest.
I'm not gonna call her now.
Do
I'll
it.
call her after.
Chocolate.
She does not sound like that.
I know. Last time I talked to her, she did though. She sounded exactly like that.
I'm gonna message her before I call her.
Well, it's not like she's doing anything important. She's being sick.
No, she went back to work yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she said that in the chat. Do I need to pull up fucking Discord for you? Doing it. Hold on, guys. I'm pulling up Discord.
It's still the back computer, bitch.
I know it's still the back computer. She said up here that she's going back to work. She said, I'm a mess right now, and I have a crew I hate tomorrow at work. So if I don't feel well and my laptop doesn't turn on, then we're gonna have to postpone D&D, and then to postpone. And then she said this.
So my laptop is fried thanks to my 2 fuckwits. Those are her cats. That I want to strangle for. So unfortunately, I have to push back D&D another week. Hopefully, I had all my notes on my laptops and a lot of things for the end, and I am sorry everything has been so inconsistent with the campaign recently. I am hoping things will be more steady when the next one starts. If you'll want to join.
This is what I said. At least I have stuff planned for D&D. Oh my god.
There.
This man is.
You should not give me this much power.
Fuck. Wait, no.
Yes. Just got out, but I'm running on errands. What's up?
Hold on.
Sorry,
guys, that you hear my keyboard.
Doing a podcast with Gorg. Just wondering what you doing?
I can't type. I wasn't paying attention. You were reading it so fucking slow. I couldn't type and listen to you. Ah! Oh my god. This man was reading it as I was typing, but he was reading too slow, so I was typing. My brain knew what we were gonna type, and then my brain went, "Oh wait, are we not reading what we're typing?" And then,
here's the thing, though. I was doing that intentionally to see if you could fuck up, because that's actually something that makes people fuck up, is hearing their voice on a delay or hearing what they're typing on a delay.
White privilege.
I didn't type white privilege. I typed white people.
Yo, in the most white way possible. Maybe drinking tea and a beer and bear walk
while watching football. Thanks.
Zombie can't type. I'm sorry, this podcast has turned to just us meme. Thanks, Corpse. Hold on.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm in Johnstown right now. It's a little...
Oh.
Fucking do it.
It's my mic.
I know. Oh, God, you can see the fucking spittle on it.
Okay.
I'm in Johnstown right now. It's a little too rainy right now. But if it hadn't been, I would have invited the group for some apple picking at my work. We don't want to work for you.
No, she means apple picking, like going and then doing it for
I thought
fun.
we're picking apples for her fucking
No,
job.
no.
Gorg was concerned with what you said. He thought... You just explained to her that...
No, she's gonna hear it in the podcast. Okay. Do not! Fuck off. Stop.
Oh, come on.
Stop. She doesn't need to fucking double... She doesn't need to double text.
Also, we might reveal the Scarlet King on podcast.
PD cast. Bitch. Alright, she just... Sorry, guys. This is how the podcast... Hey, Zombie, because you're probably the only one that watches this. Also, Ethan.
You'll edit most of this out.
No,
It's
I
fine.
won't. I'm lazy. I might edit it.
It's just gonna be a black screen of Gorg fucking with Discord.
Yeah, it's gonna be a black screen with no audio where it says Gorg decided, we decided to message Haley and also message Discord, period. So yeah, that's a thing. Besides that, I hope the new campaign for Haley is like actually gonna go well.
It's Treasure Planet, son.
Yeah, it
really
is Treasure
great.
Planet. Hopefully it's gonna be great.
I'm glad I'm done with FM. Like, the college was fun, but...
Dog, I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry for the souls.
You got money to go get something whenever you get home?
Yes.
Okay.
I have something that I can get myself something as well. I'm Hungarian.
You are Hungarian? You are Hungorgian.
I'm gonna fucking sue the cast for Small Soldiers because they took the Gorgon.
Something that I wanted to say to this man because he know. Do you know Game of Thrones? A little bit.
I mean, I don't watch it because I'm one of the few people who...
You know who Peter Dinklage is?
Yes.
Okay, that's all.
One of the world's most famous short people. It's
besides
great.
Brad Williams.
I don't have delusions of grandeur.
See, Brad Williams is on the top 5 most like famous short people, and then there's Peter Dinklage, where he's like, if I could kiss Peter Dinklage, I would.
All right, you were saying about Peter Dinklage.
So Peter Dinklage in Game of Thrones. The college that I'm going to end up going to, they have a wall of fame of like shit that their graduates have done. They have the sword from Game of Thrones there at the college because some of their animators and some of their like musicians that went through their college actually went to work on the audio production for Game of Thrones.
Where's this college again?
It's in Florida. It's at Winter Park. Winter Park, Florida.
This fucking Razor Mind starts playing.
We gotta take the sword! Okay. But besides that.
Alright, rattlers, let's get rattling.
Bitch. Alright.
Bitch.
I'm not gonna type her anything. I was just wanting to read it. I was gonna type something and then I'm like, I don't want to hear Gorg just reiterate what I'm typing.
Haha! Because yes.
Just copy and paste something to her so you can't read it.
Joke's on you, bitch.
Joke's on you. It was a paragraph about your character. If you want to homebrew stuff, please just like make sure Haley knows about it and then just come to me because Haley's been like, hey, Adrian, if you want to homebrew shit, go ahead.
Oh, I told her that I will be trying to do some homebrew stuff.
She's kind of just like done with
stuff,
this campaign.
It won't be stuff that's like too ridiculous because obviously I don't want to fucking like just
Dog, we could have make it ridiculous. I'm gonna make you as strong as Valcor, so we can just duel the Scarlet King. Fuck the rest of the party.
Alright, okay.
Not
well,
really. We love all of you guys.
Yeah.
Except Zach. Stop being a rule lawyer for once in your life.
just make them all overpowered.
No, that's
It'll be
boring.
You're boring.
I know I'm boring. I only want to make me and Leto overpowered.
You like bullying the entirety of the party as Valcor.
No, I bully Thulu. Period. I bully Thulu, and then Thulu has to make a dumb fucking thing.
You constantly have that energy that no one wants to cross you, because if they do, you'll fucking turn them into 3 new states of matter.
Dog, I'm gonna tear you a third asshole like the Goliath in Borderlands 2.
Why would you have 2 assholes to begin with?
I don't know, it's Borderlands! Why does a Goliath have a fucking mini head under his skull?
Physics.
Why is a Goliath a thing? I don't know. Borderlands, man. Borderlands is Pandora. Dog, we should make a D&D campaign based off of Pandora.
Borderlands 3 is a kind of hit or miss.
Yeah, but I want to make like a Borderlands campaign.
If you want to make a Borderlands campaign, fuck. If you want to make a Borderlands campaign, I want to get the Flacker.
I will make it.
Pre-patched Flacker.
Not pre-patched Flacker.
Yes.
Oh.
Pre-patched Flacker.
Fuck.
Or Rack Attack. Rack Attack's literally just magic missile.
It really is. Besides that, there was a bunch of like little D&D nuances that I wanted to talk about. Also, I don't want to read through the entirety of the Scarlet King, so it'll probably take me like 20 fucking minutes.
D&D nuances. I thought you were gonna say there's a lot of D&D nuances in fucking Borderlands. I'd be like, wow, I'd be surprised if they weren't, with the whole DLC expansion that was literally tailored for
Tiny
D&D,
Tina,
and the whole other game that was literally just
D&D.
that DLC, but a game.
Yeah, which flopped terribly. If you're really fanatic about the Borderlands and Gearbox saga, play Tiny Tina Wonderland. It's not a terrible game. It's just they didn't balance it very well.
You guys get to say Butt Stallion. It's
you
great.
get to see Butt Stallion as an actual princess, even though you were able to see that in Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Dog, the only reason I want to make a D&D based off of Borderlands is because I want somebody to play Krieg.
What was nice about the original Borderlands 2 Tiny Tina D&D session was that it wasn't just, oh, we're doing a D&D session because cool, funny, zany characters want to have fun, right? It was more so a coping mechanism
It was a coping mechanism for Tina because she got to live with Roland in a place after Roland has perished.
Yeah, and like Roland died, the fucking bird died.
Roland died, Bloodhound died. Not Bloodhound.
Bloodraven or something like that.
Bloodwing. Bloodwing died. And then you get, what is his new fucking bird?
Phoenix.
Is it?
I don't know.
It's not. It's something.
But yeah, that's why I like story based speaking.
Storyline. The DLC was very good. It's just, it hit a sour spot when Tina brought back Roland, but we all knew that. Like a white knight.
The whitest Asgardian.
It's Zavala.
Asgardian?
No, I'm kidding.
The whitest Asgardian.
Fucking... Oh, Asgardian. I thought you said like an Asgardian, not like fucking Thor.
No, dude, Heimdall, the whitest Asgardian. What do you mean?
Yeah, Heimdall. Best.
He is quite literally one of the best characters.
He is. Thor Love and Thunder, Thor's ass cheeks were CGI. He was actually in underwear. They lied to us. You didn't get to see Chris Hemsworth ass.
They lied to us.
You flicked too hard!
You flicked too hard, damn it!
Now this is the real god of thunder. Zeus is dead. Sorry for people that are getting spoilers in the podcast.
He didn't even fucking die!
I know he didn't.
It's so dumb!
He should've.
I still love how in the post-credit scene he's just like, they will fear us, like the mortals will fear us again. Once Thor Odinson falls from the sky, they will fear us again. And I'm just sitting here like, you don't like the fact that people don't respect the gods, yet literally look how you were acting in front of, like, an entire audience.
Yeah. You don't like how people respected the gods. But besides that,
Acting like a legit fucking idiot.
You said Asgardian, though we got off track, but this is the normal podcast. People should be used to this. We normally have like an hour to an hour and a half worth of a podcast.
I'll never get my dream Destiny my dream Destiny DLC.
What?
I wanted it to be a voice pack for the Ghost, which would have literally just been Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
Imagine how great that would have been.
Dog, there's mods that you can probably play.
I know, but it's not the same.
I know it's not the same. I want it as an actual thing where Gilbert Gottfried was the Ghost, but we can't have that.
It's like who went down? Oh, I don't know. Guardian now.
He wouldn't use the parrot voice.
The parrot voice is his voice.
Yeah, but that's the point. He wouldn't. Yes, but he wouldn't do it as like. He wouldn't innately do that voice.
Get a bucket. Get a mop for this wet ass pussy.
So besides that, D&D related shit. I will pull up Scarlet King.
Please don't.
I know. I don't want to give Zombie's gonna be upset. I can tell you right now.
Don't fucking do it then.
I'm not.
Let it be a surprise.
So, Zombie's gonna be very upset because as Gorg read, there is things to fuck over Zombie entirely.
There's things to fuck over everyone.
Pretty much.
Like.
Also.
Fuck you, Zach. You can't rules lawyer this because this is homebrew and Haley asked me to make it.
Why the fuck? What are these skill checks? Holy shit.
Okay.
I like how this guy literally has every resistance.
He does not.
He does. He has basically every resistance.
Cold, fire, lightning, poison, blood, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks.
This is
all have
legitimate.
magical weapons.
Yes, but
We all have magical weapons.
what
So
am
that
I
means
just
nothing.
What am I just gonna fucking Glock the Scarlet King to death? Like,
if you want to. So you can read that and you can talk a little bit about it without giving like too much away. If
condition
you want,
immunities. What the fuck?
Yeah, you can read a little bit about it. I made it.
Dark vision, 240 feet.
Yeah, dude.
That would only be daunting if literally the fight was at night.
Yeah, that's the point. So you can read a little about that, or you can talk about
Languages all.
Yeah, you can talk a little bit about that, or you can kind of just.
So
talk
this is
about
challenge level 30.
Yeah.
155,000 XP.
by
Too
the
bad
way,
we're not going to use that.
By the way, Haley told me that she was going to use the stats of Tiamat. So when you look at those stats, those are Tiamat just a little bit tweaked because he has more spell casting. So I just put charisma to 30 instead of charisma to 28.
I hate this.
He gets a plus 10 instead of a plus 9.
I hate
Fuck
this.
off. You can read it. You can say a little bit about it if you want it. If you want to share the screen, just go into the
I'm not
properties
doing this.
of where the podcast is.
You're leaving me alone with this
Yeah,
godforsaken homebrew.
You can just minimize it and then talk about something else. Go ahead. I gotta go run and do something.
Gonna bounce you back to level 1. Hello, everyone. So, yes, I currently have in front of me I currently have in front of me the character sheet. I currently have the character sheet for the Scarlet King, which is going to be the final boss. Damn. Which is going to be the final boss for the campaign that we're doing. And what the fuck are these stats? I'm not gonna go off of base stats because fucking stupid. Actions. Hellfire's Ruin. This action gives the Scarlet King the ability to use multiple attacks in one turn. Great. Sapphire Slash. Melee weapon attack. This guy has fucking... This guy's a fucking sword. I already talked about his fucking damage resistances. Oh, well, shit, that happened. Sorry. Anyway, Master of Magic. This special trait gives the Scarlet King the ability to have more magic flowing through him, shown by how many spells he can cast before resting. Okay. He's a 20th level spellcaster. First level 6 slots, second level 4 slots, third level 4 slots, 6th level 3 slots, 7th level 3 slots, 8th level. You can get an extra 9th level spell. Jesus. What fucking legendary actions can this fucker do? Legendary resistance. If the Scarlet King fails a saving throw or spell attack, he can choose to succeed instead. What the fuck, Richard?
It's legendary resistance.
What, like, and I'm reading all this, and I'm thinking to myself, you can sit in that fucking chair. Like, what the fuck is this?
That's what Tiamat has.
What the fuck?
Ask Haley. She said, I'm gonna use the Tiamat stat block for the Scarlet King. I'm like, okay, do you want me to homebrew it? And she said, if you want to. So I did this. That doesn't mean she's gonna use it.
She's probably gonna use it.
She's
going to read this. She's going to see how fucking
good it is.
She bragged to me at one point, Gorg, I'm sorry. I'm having Adrian work on building the Scarlet King. She said that to me when I called her and she was fucking sick. She said that to me. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, so we're just going to have a total fucking loss then. Because when he homebrews a character, he's out for fucking killing everyone. It's so... Oh, this is going to be great.
So you read pretty much all of it?
I read pretty much all of it, and I'm thinking to myself, well...
Did you read it out loud, or did you just read it to yourself?
I read some portions of it out loud.
So legendary resistance is on literally any monster above challenge rating 20.
Does this guy have a fucking sword? Like, he just has a massive, like, sword? Yeah. It's great.
So, hold on. So the depiction of the Scarlet King that I thought of, so I looked up, like, pictures of the Scarlet King.
What he actually looks like.
Well, no, because he doesn't, like, in the SCP, he doesn't, like, he's just, like, a lucent form.
Yeah, you don't see
him. He's a lucent form of chaos. But there was one that I found, which that's why the description is here. That's the picture I took, where he's depicted as a. Have you ever seen like how like father looks, like how grandfather looks from Codename Kids Next Door? Yeah. That's kind of how he looks.
It's fucking great.
That's kind of like the inspiration that I took.
This might actually require some bullshit to be, like, we're talking. Here are things. There are ways to actually basically just go, no, fuck you, this thing dies. Like, there is the god-killing mimetic kill agent that is literally its own SCP. There are some things that we could use to bullshit our way out of this, but I don't think we can. I think first of all, I think you'll actually want to fight it.
On top of that, I don't know what you read. I don't know what you read, like, out loud.
Oh, that's good. You'll know in the edit.
Yeah, no.
You'll know in the edit, and if you don't want it to be fucking put out loud, just
bleep it.
Cut it. Yeah, just bleep it. Spoilers.
Spoilers for the campaign next week. I think Haley messaged back. It's either Haley or Discord that I opened.
Boobus.
We're on this side.
Okay, well,
you know. Okay, no, it wasn't Haley. It was just a random Discord that I'm in.
That was bothering me. Okay, cool. Well, anyway.
You can just Just click OBS.
OBS. There.
So-
Your setup is fucking weird because I've never worked with a dual monitor setup.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this guy is a gamer. He has the fucking dual monitor
It's
setup.
called I Had Money. Besides that, yeah. So, I mean, do you want to talk about anything else?
Not. There's not really much else going on because, like I said, there's nothing really going on in my life despite me having to move out in a year or a year and a half. You're going to fucking Florida. You're leaving everything behind to go pursue the dream of being an entrepreneur. Which better be the best goddamn entrepreneur there out there.
Dog, the problem is, so, like, my like, end-all thought is I'm gonna, like, get a place where it has a giant basement so I can transform the basement into, like, a D&D room.
You're gonna turn
And then just
yourself,
host 2 to 3 D&D
you're gonna
campaigns
turn
a week.
yourself into Tony Stank.
Yeah, Tony Stank.
Tony Stank. So.
Alright. So,
It's been fun.
Yeah.
This is the last podcast we'll ever do ever again because
that is a lie.
that is not a factual statement, but I like to say that to make things more dramatic.
Yeah.
My friend.
We're still gonna do podcasts because we have Discord and shit, and I'll have
it won't
my.
be as fun.
Yeah, I know it won't.
Because we're not just like looking at each other saying stupid shit.
I mean, we'll keep doing the podcasts in person until April. So.
Until it's time for him to ship out. Until it's time for him to ship out with the rest of the troops over to Florida.
Dog, I'd rather deal with an alligator than a moose.
Probably, if you get your timing right, you might have to deal with a hurricane. What do you mean moose?
Yeah,
I
a
have
moose.
fucking mooses
Do
here.
you realize
I
where
have
my
never
girlfriend
seen
lives?
a fucking moose.
Do you-
Okay, you are 10 times more likely to run into one of the fucking coyotes than a
Yeah.
moose.
I've seen a moose though. One of those big fucking 8-foot moose that topples.
They're not
tower-
moose, they're meese.
Meese. All right.
Plural for moose is meese.
Anyways, yeah. So, Zombie, Ethan, Zach, not really Michael.
Dustin. What do you mean not
Dustin.
really Michael?
Michael's here, but he's not like he's gonna go Scarlet cunt and then that's it.
He's gonna hit the gritty and then die.
It's pretty much what he's gonna
He
do.
made it very clear. That's what, like, if that's literally what he needs to do so the campaign will win. Like, say the Scarlet King needs to be distracted so we can get off one good shot on the Scarlet King. He's literally just gonna go up to him, scream, "Hey, Scarlet Cut, watch this," and just start hitting the gritty.
So, as for all the players for Haley's campaign, I'm very sorry, but you can yell at me or Haley. Really, just yell at me because I'm the one that built it. So
I have no part in this. I never planned for this. I have been protesting this since I heard about it.
Also, Gorg hasn't been co-DMing for like 3 months.
Well, yeah, because you're fucking here.
I know it. That
Yeah,
was
you
not
are.
not my
Bullshit.
choice. I did not tell Haley I'm joining your campaign so I can co-DM. That was not the fucking word.
Yeah, but
came
that
out
was
of
the
my-
end result.
Yeah, that was the end result because of her. It wasn't my fault. Blame her.
I'm just here.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the
If
game.
you guys, so Ethan, Zombie, Zach, Dustin,
Michael.
Gorg. If you guys die against the Scarlet King,
Tough shit. Get good. Cope. Seethe. Mauled. Come. Anyway.
L, seethe, molt, cum, didn't ask,
Didn't
care.
ask. Didn't.
Didn't ask, don't care, cry, seethe, mold, cope,
God
L.
damn it.
Anyways, hopefully, we'll see you guys next week for when we can talk about.
Implying that I didn't die and
So-
you didn't die.
Yeah, implying that. I mean, we'll probably be here either next week or the week. We might wait 2 weeks because we might try to wait until after the campaign to tell you guys how that fight went.
That went well. We all died.
That went well. My character's the only one that survived because I had a gateway out, and nobody else did. We still haven't decided where we're gonna fight the Scarlet
The fate
King.
of 2 universes hanging in the balance. Valcor sees that we're losing. Alright, guys, have a good one.
It's not my universe. Bye, guys. All right. definitely bringing Thulu with me. I'm sorry, Fontaine, Duke, and Dinjin, you get to stay and die with Leto.
The fuck?
Alright. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.